Welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone, and today, well, it should come as no surprise from the thumbnail. As you can see, we're just going to get straight into it. I have another TARDIS complete. This one is the altered Brachacki prop as used in the 1970s and the late 60s, but this is specifically how it looked when the third Doctor, Jon Pertwee, was using it. Now, there are going to be inaccuracies, as usual. I'm not a professional kit put togetherer, or whatever the hell you call them. This is obviously by JB Laser, aka Jamie Bate, or Bates. I hope I'm saying it right. I'll go through the details really quickly. Now, as you can see, it is a very bright blue. Because Jon Pertwee's TARDIS, at least from my perspective, is quite a bright blue. Maybe it's not as bright as this. However, I really like this bright blue that I went with. I think it's close enough. So yeah, I quite like it. As you can also point out, this box has a lot of imperfections, which I think work well on this box, because this box was a mess anyway. Sorry about the cutoff. But yeah, as you can see, this box is very imperfect because, like I just said, Pertwee's box... Please excuse the silly stickers, I do that on purpose. As you can see, it is very imperfect. The windows are imperfect. The public call box signs are all different, or lack thereof. You also have these bolts. This is milliput that I've made to look like on the prop, because the real prop had these like bolts on the posts. Not sure why. As the same on this side. As you can see on the base here, it has this big plank, whereas you go to the other side, there is no plank, which is accurate to the prop. The one thing I like about this box is how Jamie Bates managed to capture the fact that this police box was very messed up, because the altered Brachacki box was an absolute muddled up police box. Little spoiler down there in the corner if you can notice it. But yeah, like, if you look, I don't know if you'll notice it, but you can see that the base doesn't really line up straight on this side, and on this side it's almost sitting on top, as you can see here on both sides. I tried to recreate some kind of texture for the wood grain, or well, maybe not wood grain, but texture. As you can see, I just got a flat brush, whatever you call it, and I just dabbed it on. Thankfully, the texture didn't come out as heavy as the TV movie box, which I'm very happy about. It's a bit heavy in some areas, but I like that. You've also got the roof. Now, yes, you can see what I've done to the lamp. I literally just painted it white. I did not want a clear lamp like the last two boxes. And I decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to paint this lamp white. Is it professional? No. Does it look not great? Yes, it looks a bit naff, as you can see, but I don't mind it. And obviously, one other detail is that this box didn't have at one point lost its sign here, so it was just greyed out. This one's obviously the grey with the black writing. This one's the traditional black background with the brighter writing, and this one's got that one as well. Another thing that I did try to add that was a big high detail was, you can see on the sides here, I tried to add the little, I don't know what they're called, but the little clasps or whatever they are that this box had. I don't understand why it had them. I mean, anyone who's an expert on this box, I mean, tell me why they needed them. But I was hoping they didn't get in the way of removing the roof, but thankfully they don't. I used one of them weird like funny eyeball things to make the little bump on the top of the housing. And as you can see, the windows are all different, which I just followed some other people's builds on this and went off them as inspiration. And on there, and which, as you can see, but it's uneven. The front windows have like that pebbled effect, as you can see. The side windows here have the pebbled effect. The back windows are white. This window's white, and this one is almost see-through, as you can see. This box did come with a door handle, which I'm really happy about. However, it didn't come with the door lock. Thank God that my Paul McGann box came with spare door locks. So I used one of the door locks from the Paul McGann rather than having to use Milliput or something, because that would have been a disaster. As evident here, because they're not supposed to be this big. They are a little bit too big. Also, you'll note that some of the corners here have these corner posts in them, as you can see on this side, but this end and this end have none. Now, I don't know if it is accurate. I know that on this side here it is, kind of. This doesn't have a corner post. Not sure about the back bit, but from what I heard it didn't, so that's just what I'm going with. I could be wrong, and yeah, but I don't make these boxes to be one-to-one accurate like the real props. I just try to get them as close as I can. I still think these are better than the character toys. I mean, they're decent toys, but I prefer these models because they capture all the uniquenesses about every Doctor's TARDIS. And yeah, this is another TARDIS complete. I'm really happy with this one. This is actually, I'm probably going to say that this is my favourite one that I've done for my collection. I did say this was going to be my last ever police box build, but not going to lie, I am itching to do maybe one more, but we'll see if I decide to go through with it or not. I tried to base, obviously, as I said, I tried to base it on the later half of Pertwee's run, like season 10, I believe it is, like the 3 Doctors onwards. Because as I prefer the Brachacki in that design. But it looks really great. And here it is with Mr. John Pertwee, the 3rd Doctor, one of the best Doctors of all time. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I did put a card in there of Pertwee's box. And as you can see, you know what, I'll open both doors. As you can see, it's the Pertwee console room from the Time Monster, which a lot of people hate this console room, but this was the best image I could find, and also it's not really in colour, which is a bit annoying, but I like it, it works. And this is going to be an unpopular opinion, I actually don't mind the Time Monster console room. It's a bit odd, but I like it. But anyway, so yeah, this is my 3rd TARDIS kit, which is the altered Brachacki. Sits on the shelf with my Cushing box, and with my, stay focused, with my Cushing box and my McGann box. Talking of the Cushing box, there's something I will show in another video. One of them's a custom I did. Admittedly, one of these other things that I've got is a custom, but I didn't do it. Giving a little hint, but I'll do a video on that when it's ready. But yeah, this is my John Pertwee TARDIS. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.